All right, let's dive into the nuts and bolts of what happens to the brain during depression. Picture this: your brain is like a bustling city with different neighborhoods and roads connecting each part. Normally, this city runs smoothly, with all the neighborhoods communicating and working together. But when depression hits, it's like a thick fog rolls in, causing chaos and disrupting the usual flow. During depression, there are several changes that can occur in the brain. These changes can affect the structure, function, and chemistry of the brain. Some of the key areas that are impacted include the prefrontal cortex, hippocampus, amygdala, and the neurotransmitters serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine. So let's go into each section in more detail, shall we? 1. Prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex is responsible for regulating emotions, decision-making, and motivation. In people with depression, this area may show decreased activity, leading to difficulties in controlling negative thoughts and emotions. 2. Hippocampus. The hippocampus is involved in memory and learning. In individuals with depression, the hippocampus may shrink in size and show reduced activity. This can contribute to difficulties in forming new memories and learning new information. 3. Amygdala. The amygdala plays a role in processing emotions, particularly fear and anxiety. In depression, the amygdala can become overactive, leading to heightened feelings of fear, anxiety, and stress. 4. Neurotransmitters. Serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine are neurotransmitters that regulate mood and emotions. In depression, there may be imbalances in these neurotransmitters. For example, there may be lower levels of serotonin, which can contribute to feelings of sadness and low mood. Now, one of the key players in this brain city is a chemical called serotonin. It's like the friendly neighborhood messenger, responsible for transmitting messages between brain cells. In people with depression, the levels of serotonin can become imbalanced. It's like the foggy weather interferes with the messenger's ability to get around town efficiently. This serotonin imbalance can lead to a domino effect. Just like when one road gets blocked, it can cause traffic jams and delays throughout the city. The lack of serotonin can disrupt the communication between different parts of the brain. This can affect your mood, sleep, appetite, and even your ability to concentrate. It's like the foggy weather dampens your mood and makes it harder to see clearly. But that's not all. Another brain chemical involved in depression is called dopamine. Think of dopamine as the reward system in your brain. It's like a bunch of fireworks going off when you achieve something or experience pleasure. During depression, the fireworks can fizzle out. The brain's reward system becomes less responsive, so things that used to bring joy or excitement may feel dull or uninteresting. Now let's talk about the hippocampus, a crucial part of the brain involved in memory and emotional processing. In people with depression, the hippocampus can shrink in size, like a deflating balloon. This can affect memory and make it harder to regulate emotions. It's like trying to remember something with a foggy mind, or feeling overwhelmed by emotions that you can't quite control. Understanding what's happening in the brain during depression is the first step towards finding ways to cope and seek help. Just like a city can recover from a foggy day and get back to its vibrant self, the brain can also heal with the right support, whether it's therapy, medication, or a combination of both. So remember, when the fog of depression rolls in, it's not just a matter of feeling down. It's like a whole symphony of chemical imbalances and disruptions in the brain city. It's important to note that the brain changes associated with depression are complex and can vary from person to person.